It's never too early to plant the seed, to share the tradition, and instill a sense of pride in your HBCU with your little ones. HBCU Pride and Joy Children's Boutique helps you share your school spirit with a wide selection of adorable kids apparel and accessories officially licensed from your favorite HBCU. Visit hbcupridejoy.com and follow us on all social media at HBCU Pride Joy on Facebook and Twitter.
It was a monumental game for A&M and Tampa. It was a monumental game. Somebody had to lose, and thank God it was them this time.
We knew it was going to be a battle. Look at Jake Ave's record. 202 and 36, I think. Some off-the-wall figures.
And nobody would play him because they didn't want to take a chance of getting beat. But the truth of it is.
And welcome to a beautiful Sunday afternoon in Parrish, Alabama for the opening game of today's contest between Birmingham Sports Academy and the North Florida Tigers. We are here in Parrish, Alabama, 40 miles northwest of Birmingham off I-22. Brian Wolford and A.D. Drew here. It's a pleasure to be able to bring this broadcast to you. A.D., how we doing?
Fine, my brother, fine. The first time we've been on camera since the GCAC tournament way back in the month of March, my brother. Almost 6 months to the day since we've been on the internet streaming game. Not a lot of football going on, not a lot of college football going on, but we've got some young men out here who have some college aspirations as they begin their prep school play, which is the transition year from high school
to potential college ball for those who do not go to directly to junior college or to a four-year school.
This is the opening game of the post-grad football league season. We have North Florida. The Tigers are in white with, I believe that is purple letters and numbers trimmed in gold pants. And the Birmingham Sports Academy Eagles in blue receiving to start the contest. And we have our opening kickoff received at about the 20. Nice move up the middle, nearly at midfield. And that was number 1, Alizavia Berry, with almost a 30-yard kickoff return to start this contest, and we'll start right at about midfield.
What a great return to open the season, Brian. Picked up about 30 yards or so on that return.
All right, looks like our quarterback to start for the Eagles is number 10, Derek McKinley. He will start in the shotgun formation. There are 2 receivers to the left, single to the right, single back behind him. As we have our opening play, our game started. There's a bit of a delay in getting started, but we're glad to have some football. There's the handoff up the middle. Going up left, 40. About an 11-yard run to the 39-yard line. That was number 21, Demontre Moore for the Eagles.
Jamari Wright on the tackle. Great open field tackle. Way to use his form, way to get his shoulder down and use the new Seahawk tackling technique as they've been teaching for the last few years, Brian.
Here we go. 1st and 10 on the 39. Already into Tiger territory. Twins move to the right. Looked like the same formation earlier, just flipped it to the other side. And there's another inside handoff, a little cutback. He stumbled. Probably the turf grabbed him more than anything. It'll be about a 2-yard run there for Moore.
We're gonna credit number 24, Tenarius Miles Jr. with that tackle.
Closest man to the falling player gets the tackle. Gotta love it.
Pad the stats, Brian. Pad the stats.
Here we go.
To get a look.
Second down. It is second down, even though our yard marker over there says it's first. It is second down. Twins to the right. Single back, a fumbled snap a little bit as on the shotgun, and that's going to be a sack as McKinley did a great job of just keeping that ball from hitting the turf. He'll lose about 3 And it'll now become 3rd and 11 back to the 40.
Yeah, it looks like the sideline crew is still in preseason form also, Brian, as they had to get a little help. Remember that it's 3rd down.
They got it figured out now, it looks like, Drew. So here we are, 3rd and long. 3rd down, 2 backs to his left and right. McKinley on a quick slant route. That pass was intended for number 13, Greg Hall. He was unable to come up with that, and that brings up 4th down.
You know, Brian, if he catches that, he's got a significant gain, as there was really only one man left to beat back there because he hit him perfectly in stride on that play.
So a promising drive comes to a halt, probably more so credited to that 2nd down snap that was a bit high as it came out of the center. And back to receive for the Tigers. Looks like number 5, Rayshawn Hamilton. And looks like they're preparing for a possible fake. No, it is a pooch punt. That punt is going to go off to the right. Not a great punt. You know, when you look at that kind of punt, you almost think you might as well have gone for it, because I think the punt probably went 8 or 9 yards.
Yeah, he did not even punt for a 1st down.
Yeah, he didn't even punt for a 1st down. So that ball goes out of bounds at it looks to be the 29-yard line. That might have just been enough to be a 1st down, is where if you think back to where the Eagles started. So it'll be North Florida's first time on offense here. 12:38 to play, as we will be keeping the clock for you watching. For those of you watching, we'll be sort of keeping the clock. We're keeping it up here for ourselves and on the broadcast.
But it's unofficial.
It's unofficial. The official time is on the field. Here's a drop back. It's a quarterback keeper.
Oh! Welcome to football, young man.
It's a big help. You got to keep that helmet on.
Strap up, my brother. Strap up. Number 52, Mike Artis, with the welcome to Birmingham hit for the North Florida Eagles. Excuse me, North Florida Tigers.
Alfonso Powell, the quarterback, and he obviously has to come out early. And when you see a hit like that, it's not the hit. Obviously, the oohs and ahs come from the helmet, but either the helmet might be a little big or he didn't have that strapped on his head very tightly, so he has to come out for a play. He's down here trying to fix that helmet. It'll be 2nd down and about 6. New quarterback in the ball game for the Tigers on this 2nd down play. Back in motion. Lightburn drops back. He's scrambling left, trying to avoid the tackle, and he's going to be swallowed up by a host of Eagles. A pair of Eagles on that sack, as Franzel Lightburn was wrapped up there on the safety.
Looks like number 99, Trey Williams, led the way, and Kekaf Gory. And you all have to excuse us.
You sounded pretty confident there in that, AD.
We did not get the phonetic spelling of some of these hard names. Looks like a little movement there, but they let them get away with it.
3rd and long, Powell, and he overthrew his target, Darrell Wilson III, who was heading out into the flat, and that'll bring up 4th down, and North Florida will have to punt. And so obviously, you know, I would not be surprised if, you know, these teams have not had a lot of opportunities to practice in full. Obviously, everybody in the country is dealing with COVID restrictions and mandates, and so it varies from state to state, team to team. But as you can see, first game of the season, both teams dealing with a little offensive struggles there, AD.
You think it helps that it's about 95 degrees out here, Brian?
Is it not? It may feel like 95, but it's probably more so 85.
You put on that equipment, it feels about 150.
Well, okay. So now with equipment, yes, I'm, you know.
And the adrenaline's flowing, first game of the season. And one thing you have to watch for, and I've seen this too many times during this part of the year, the first half of the game will go real smooth. The second half of the game, unfortunately, will get long as players will start cramping up just because of the heat.
All right, back to punt. for the Tigers. And back to receive, actually, for the Eagles. Alexavier Berry obviously and there's a high snap over the punter's head, and he falls on it in the end zone, and that's going to be a safety. And that was probably the smartest play that the punter could do there, 57, Martin Hernandez Campos, because that was a high snap, and he really had no choice. Otherwise, he would have given up a touchdown. So credit the opening two. Well, let's see where the officials are standing. They did. I saw the official say safety, correct? Let's make sure because
we had a flag on the play.
Okay.
Offsides against the defense. Well, that's what you call a lucky break for the North Florida
Tigers. Yes,
you.
indeed. The Tigers catch a break there. So it's a 5-yard penalty that still makes it 4th and now 12 instead of 4th and 17. And so we'll take those 2 points off the board.
But you get a chance to re-kick it.
And more importantly, the snapper gets a chance to do a better job on that high snap. So again, the punter, Martin Hernandez Campos. Now he's only 5'9", so that snap, probably was meant for maybe a 6-footer. So the punter will have to do, or the snapper will have to do a better job on that one. Back to receive is Berry for the Eagles. He's standing on his own 40-yard line.
Gabe McKellen is the snapper.
A little bit better snap.
Still a little high.
Good punt by Hernandez Campos. Received at about the 45. Dodges the first oncoming defender, and he maybe got to the 47.
Jalen White on the tackle. First one down there. Got down there, made the stop.
So we've got about 9:50 estimated time, about 9:50 here in the first quarter. And the Eagles will come back out for their second possession. Twins to the left. Derek McKinley in the shotgun. Inside handoff off to the left side.
Great
cutting back. 45. And nice wrap up there.
It's going to be close. I don't know. I think it's going to be short, though. They gave it to him.
Jamari Wright with the tackle on DeMontre Moore there. Nice open field tackle. He's going to come up. It is a first down. Thought he might have been a little short, though. The initial cut.
Too hot to walk the chains out, Brian.
The initial cut, though, I thought he might have exploded there. Here we go again. This is now first down. Here we go. First down. Inside handoff by Moore. Drops his shoulders and gets about a 5-yard pickup across the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Rayshawn Hamilton with the first contact for the Tigers.
Second down and 5.
Just under 9 minutes to go in the quarter, Brian.
As they look over to the sideline for the play, looks like Carlton Brown is now the single back behind McKinley. He throws out into the flat, and nice move there by 17. Able to avoid a couple attackers. That is Brazil Patrick, and he managed to get across the original line of scrimmage, picks up about 3 yards, and it will now be a 3rd and 2.
Number 59, Jevion Wilson on that stop right there, Brian.
Ball placed on the 37. That was almost not quite a lateral, as McKinley basically threw right down the line to Patrick. And Patrick had to do a good job of avoiding 2 oncoming defenders. So here we are about 3rd and 3. Ball is spotted on the 37-yard line. McKinley, and there's going to be, well, let's see. We've got the nose guard signaling one thing, and it's going to go against the Eagles. And that's going to back him up. A little false start there. Somebody moved, possibly the center. Not sure if it was his head or the ball that he moved, but back it up 5 yards.
you're right there next to the ball, Brian, you've got to be a little bit smarter than that. You know the snap count when you're on offense.
So we have about a 3rd and 8. Ball is on the 42-yard line. McKinley in shotgun, single back to his right. Twin receivers to the left, single receiver to the far right near the sideline. McKinley drops back, looks, avoids the defender on his foot, looking to run, and he decides to hold on to the ball for a quick second. He thought about throwing it, but realized he had nowhere to throw, and that's going to be a sack for the Tigers. And so that's going to put it into this drive, another drive that possibly will come to an end.
And, maybe in high school, Williams would have been able to make that play, but against these athletes who are out here at this level, he's got to throw that away and live for another day, Brian.
Well, it's 4th and long. It looks like the offense is going to stay on the field.
Well, after that last punt, can you blame him, Brian?
Good point. McKinley in shotgun. Cam Hood appears to be, number 18, appears to be the single back to his right. 4 receivers out wide for the Eagles. McKinley drops back, looking, steps up. Missed his intended target, who might possibly have been number 9, Omarion McCreadle. Only person who had an opportunity at that was the deep safety for North Florida, number 11, Omarius Miller. And so that's going to be a turnover on downs. And so North Florida will start on their own 43-yard line. Second possession for North Florida. Here comes the Tigers offense. And obviously here in the post-grad level, you're going to have guys who play multiple positions. So a little slow in getting guys out onto the field. Alfonso Powell, the quarterback for North Florida, 6'4", 175 from out of Orlando, Florida. And so with no huddle, the Tigers come right out into their formation. Split backs next to Powell. There's the handoff. And maybe picked up about 2 yards and before he ran into a wall of blue jerseys. That back appeared to be number 7, Jalen Robinson, 6 foot from out of Statesboro, Georgia.
That's the second Tiger who's had their helmet that has come off today, Brian. Got to make sure we're strapped up. Got to make sure those mouthpieces are in. This is not high school anymore.
Coming up on about unofficially 6 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Ball is at the 45. Second down and 8. Powell in the shotgun. There's a handoff off to the right side, and nice hit right there at the line of scrimmage there by number 99. Number 99, Trey Williams with the stop. Credit those few yards gained to,
and there's the third Tiger coming off without a helmet.
It's about 3rd and 5, maybe 3rd and 6. The ball is at the 47-yard line. Got a late Tiger running onto the field. Let's see if they're in the right formation.
Well,
looks like
they're missing a guard.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good. That wouldn't be a good proposition there.
And now you've got an ineligible number playing the guard position right now, but I guess you can get away with this.
And that's probably what the official called there?
That's probably what that flag is about. Illegal procedure against the offense. They were not set. They did not come set for that 1 minute. I think they were running up against the play clock there, Brian.
That's all right. Somebody, and I can see the center kind of pointing to, I can't see the young man's number because he's got his jersey pulled up
I think that's number 12, Brian, and that is going
12,
to be
Franzel Lightburn.
Lightburn. Yes, that is number 12.
He seems to be an all-utility man, as he was the young man who came in after Powell got hit on the opening play and lost his helmet. So here we go, 3rd and 11 now after the 5-yard penalty. Powell's in the shotgun. 4 receivers, 2 to the left, 2 to the right for the Tigers. The single back appears to be number 23, Darrell Wilson. Powell drops back, steps up in the pocket, goes deep downfield. He's got a man if he can hit him. There he is, caught that pass, number 7. He's going to fall down at about the 1-2 yard line. Give some credit there. That is Jalen Robertson. A beautiful throw by Powell as he led Robertson right down the sideline, and basically a touchdown-saving tackle there
by C.J. Morrow. Great job. Got burnt, but did a great job of recovering, saving the touchdown, giving his defense a chance. And although there's only 1 yard to go, you never know what can happen, Brian.
And so Robertson came down right at about the 1 yard line. It looks to be the spot. And so here are the Tigers with the first opportunity to score in this ball game. Powell comes under shotgun, he'll come under center. He's got 2 backs, and he'll try to keep it and squeeze his way into the end zone. I don't think he made it, looking at where the far linesman is coming.
And he almost lost the ball. Looked like he was trying to fake the handoff and then kind of fumbled it going through and just had to keep it himself.
I'm seeing the referee signal 2nd down. So it will be 2nd down.
Just under 4 minutes to go in the quarter, Brian.
The 2 backs, Terrius Miles, 24, and Jalen Robertson are behind Powell. 2nd down and short. This time he keeps it. Powell, no, he's not going to get through. He tried to, but 2 Eagles were unwilling to let Powell get through.
Xavier Love with the big hit. See, that's why that was such an important play by Morrow, stopping them on that long run.
Third and goal. Third and goal for the Tigers. And now under center appears to be Franzel Lightburn with 2 backs behind him, and there's a false start by the left guard.
Yeah, number 52 did not get the snap count right. He went on 1 and everybody else was going on 2.
So Franzel Lightburn was under center. Now he's listed as the on our sheet, he's listed as a defensive player. It says defensive end, but I'm looking. That young man's 5'9". I don't think he's a defensive end. Anyway, he's under center. It's still 3rd and goal. 2 backs behind him. There's a fumbled snap. And let's see what happened there, because he may not have recovered. No, it'll be a turnover, fumble.
Recovered by number 95, Metcalf Gorey.
So after the big play on offense, which got them to the 1 yard line, 2 unsuccessful scrambles and a fumble, and the ball goes over to the Eagles.
See, let's go back to the turning point, Brian. Even though Morrow got beat on the long pass, he was able to bring him down at the 1 yard line and give his defense a chance.
And I think they're going to say
that's the end of the quarter, Brian.
That's the end of the quarter. So that is how the first quarter will end here in our contest. We're going to take a break. Our score is still 0-0. We'll be back right after these words.
Over 46,000. It was a monumental game for A&M and Tampa. It was a monumental game. Somebody had to lose, and thank God it was them this time.
We knew it was going to be a battle. Look at Jake Aver's record. 202 and 36, I think. Some off-the-wall figures.
And nobody would play him because they didn't want to take a chance of getting beat. But the truth of it is,
over 46,000 tickets. Blacks were sitting in the east stands. Whites were sitting in the west stands. And the score wound up 34-28.
The only thing we proved that we wasn't inferior, that we were not inferior, and we were not afraid.
For one night, for 160 minutes, we was better than them.
Welcome back to the start of the second quarter here. Today's contest between the North Florida Tigers and the Birmingham Sports Academy Eagles. The Eagles in blue after the turnover by the Tigers will start at 1st and 10 from their own 5-yard line. Nice run out to about the 10-yard line, so it'll be about 2nd and 4. 2nd and 5. Alizavia Berry on the run there, pick up a 5. He's the single back behind Derek McKinley, the quarterback. Actually, we may have a change in quarterback there. There's Berry. Cuts off right guard. It looks like they've switched quarterbacks there for the Eagles, and this time it appears to be Josh Cook. Appears to be the quarterback in play for this quarter. And I imagine, with this early in the season, AD, you've got two quarterbacks. You want to get guys some playing time. You want to see who can do what. You may alternate quarters. Not a foreign strategy.
Yes, plus, let's be real, Brian. These kids are paid enough to go to this school, so they want to pay for their playing time. They want to make sure they get some.
And you got to remember, take into consideration the heat as well. All right, we go 3rd down and short. There's Berry, cuts off right side, trying to cut back, and great job by the Tigers as they bottled him up, and he actually lost about 3 or 4 yards on the cutback. So we may have a punt situation here. So great defensive stand there by the Tigers. They needed that one, and it looks like here comes the punting unit on. So that's a quick 3 and out, but all credit to Birmingham for being able to just prevent North Florida from scoring.
Yeah, and
I would say that would be the win.
Yeah, just look at something to pay attention to, Brian. North Florida has a much larger roster than, Birmingham has a much larger roster than North Florida. With them being on the road, yes, North Florida plays in the heat, but let's see if fatigue catches up with North Florida throughout this game.
Alizavia Berry on the punt. He is the punter, and it takes a sidewards roll after dropping at about the 40, and so
about 32 yards on that punt, Brian.
North Florida will start in Eagle territory right at about the 42. Looks like they're going to mark that at the 42. So this is the start of the 3rd possession for North Florida.
They had a great drive on possession number 2, Brian, but they just could not finish it off.
Oh, they had a great play. I think might be a better way of saying it, a great play in that drive.
Well, on the stat sheet, it looked like a nice long drive.
Okay.
Brian. But yes, you are right. One big play did define that drive.
As we try to get still a little off in getting the right guys on the field. It looks like the quarterback for North Florida is number 12, Franzel Lightburn. He's got a single back, and that's Jalen Roberson behind him. 2 receivers to his left and right. Pump fake, nope. Tries to go over the middle.
Oh.
Off the hands of number 2, actually, Alfonso Powell. Actually, the quarterback in the first quarter moved out to the receiver position, and that ball came off of his hands, unable to bring that one in. 2nd down and 10.
And you're probably going to see a lot of that. A lot of people trying to get some looks at different positions, get a lot of film at different positions, trying to get to that next level of ball, Brian.
Lots of opportunities on the next level, and we're not just talking D1. There's D2, D3, NAIA, JUCO, exactly. Lightburn, there, he fumbled that snap, but he came up with it, trying to avoid the rush. He's going to keep it and run out towards the sideline. He's going to go out of bounds at about the 43-yard line. It's going to be a loss of about 3 yards.
Looks like we got a flag on the play also, Brian.
Okay, but he did actually, Lightburn was actually able to get out to the 41. So
back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, practically, but the ball's going, the officials are marking off yardage, 10 yards. See if AD, who works as an official, see if he caught what the call was.
I did not see the signal of it, but where that flag was thrown, I almost guarantee you that was a hold, Brian.
Okay, that's a 10-yard penalty, which puts the ball all the way back into the Tigers' territory, back across midfield at the 49, so it is 2nd and 20. Twins to the left and right of Lightburn. Another high snap. He comes down with it. He's rolling to his right. He's going to keep it. He's got some room on the right side by the sideline. Gets back out past the original line of scrimmage, plus maybe a yard. Maybe 10, maybe 11. Yeah, so it'll be 3rd and 9. That was a great job by Lightburn. And I've noticed on the last couple of snaps, AD, whether the snaps are coming in high. Remember, we talked about his height. He's only 5'9". So the snaps are coming in a little bit high for him. So, and he's had to manage that part in just terms of keeping up with everything else.
Yeah, well, you had to go. You had to remember that the original quarterback was 6'4", Brian.
Yeah.
Now you've got a 5'9",
right?
Probably 5'8".
Do the math. That's about a what? That's a 7'6" and 7 inch.
7 inch difference. So
yeah.
You know, and with a lot of these kids playing both ways, they probably didn't get the opportunity to take snaps on the sideline, Brian.
Lightburn in the shotgun. Darrell Wilson is the single back to his right, Twins left and right. He drops back off a good snap, finds Wilson in the flat. There's a flag out front as Wilson picked up about
spot that's probably going to be a hold.
Wilson did pick up about 8 yards, but as AD just said, that hold is going to bring it back now. So we're going to end up with 3rd and long again. Well, wait a minute. No.
That's going to be automatic first down. Illegal use of the hands to the face. That's against the defense.
And it looks like it's going to be from the end of the play. So
yes, that's a tack on. That's a 15-yard personal foul. That's a tack on. And it's automatic first down.
Big break for the Tigers right there.
And keep in mind, for all those who are watching, we are using college rules. There are some differences between high school rules and college rules, especially when it comes to what's an automatic first down and what is not an automatic first down.
So the 8-yard play from Lightburn to Wilson, tack on another 15 yards for the personal foul. And that ball is inside the red zone at about, it looks like, the 18, maybe 19-yard line from where our position is. Second opportunity for the Tigers in the red zone in this contest. Last possession, they got all the way to the 1-yard line. Lightburn in the shotgun, and
there's a flag.
And that's going to be, based on the gesture by the left tackle, that might be a formation or a false start issue.
Substitution, too many.
Substitution. And we've seen the problems as we are closest to the North Florida sideline, and we've seen guys slowly getting onto the field, and I don't know if that's you always wonder who the responsibility falls on in these kind of situations. Is it how much players, how much coach, or how much staff people? Everybody trying to get on the same page here in the first game of the season.
And let's keep in mind, both these teams have limited staff.
1st and 15. Lightburn fumbled it a little bit, rolls left. He avoids a tackler, trying to avoid the sack. Here come the onrush of Eagles, and he just dives out of bounds. That's going to be a big loss.
I think that was more of he just ran out of gas and stumbled.
Ran out of room and gas there as he was being chased down by Trey Williams. I mean, Trey Williams is all over the field, and when you see 99 chasing you down, yeah, you might want to get out of the way on this one. So it'll be now 2nd and long. We started at the 19-yard line. We're all the way back to the 31. So it is now 2nd and 22. 2nd down and 22.
No score. Approaching 8 minutes to go in the second quarter.
And I think we're going to have a timeout on the field. A little miscommunication there. Timeout for North Florida Tigers. We will take a timeout. We'll be back right after these words.
Now, you can live in Texas and not have a good red meat blend. Texas Cowboy Dust is designed for steak and other red meats. It's out to be my most popular spice blend, made with onions, peppers, ground mushrooms, pink salt, and other spices. Texas Cowboy Dust also goes great with chicken, pork, vegetables, and adds a restaurant-quality sheen to gravies and sauces.
It's like a loop machine. All around town, people trying to get down.
Vanilla smoked sea salt seasoning is for seafood. The tarragon and fennel bring out the natural sweetness in seafood. I also use it in rice dishes, on yams, asparagus, blueberry pancakes, and believe it or not, chocolate chip cookies. Vanilla smoked sea salt adds a salty and savory component to sweet dishes that create a symphony for the tongue.
The Cuvée Group is
back out of the timeout. North Florida with a 2nd and 22 from the Birmingham Eagles 31-yard line. Twins left and right. Here comes Williams off the right side. No, check that. That was number 55 there, Dawson Pate, who came off the left end. And Frenzel Lightburn, I don't know if he saw him, but if he saw him, by the time he saw him, it was too late. And so there's a sack. And the Tigers fall even further back from where they started after. Remember, there was a 23-yard gain there, an 8-yard pass play, a 15-yard penalty, put the Tigers at the 19-yard line, and they have gone backwards ever since.
Yeah, and this is going to be a game of big plays, and who does not make mistakes, who does not have the stupid penalty at the wrong time, Brian.
So the ball is just inside of the 38-yard line, practically a 3rd and 30. And there's another penalty there.
I did not get to catch the signal on that. I'm thinking that maybe it possibly been delayed.
So back it up another 5 yards, and I'm trying to do my quick math here as I count yardage, and I'm quickly losing count here. Ball moves back inside the 43 now.
It's third. They got to get to this 3rd and 33, Brian.
3rd and really long. How about that?
Yeah, 3rd and 33.
Lightburn in the shotgun, single back to his left. He's got twins right. He goes out to the right side in the flat, drops that out. And that appeared to be number 2. That might have been Alfonso Powell with that reception.
And this is obviously four down territory, Brian.
Well, why not?
You know, even if you don't get the first down, you know, you still help your defense out by every yard that you gain at this point on the field, Brian.
Field position matters.
Yes.
Ball is right at about the 35-yard line, 4th and long.
Although if it really mattered, you would pooch punt it from here.
They need to get to the 9-yard line to pick up a first down. Lightburn again in a shotgun, single back to his left. Twins right on the right hash. Lightburn drops back after the good snap. He steps up. He's going to run. Let's see how far he can pick up. At the 20. Cuts to his left. And he's brought down right at about the 20, though. Give him some credit. And wait a second.
Laundry.
There's a flag on the play. Let's see what happens at the end of it. Although we see both teams walking off. I think, let's see. I'm not going to guess. Let's see if AD can pick this up.
Looks like for the initial thing that was leading with the head. Personal foul. Blow to the head against the defense.
Wow.
From what I saw, it looked like number 25. I'm not sure if he was in the game or is either 25 or 7.
Talk about catching a break. Another play for North Florida, followed up by a personal foul.
Oh, and that's an ejection on that one.
Yeah.
And it looks like that is.
Do we see anybody coming off the field? Do we know who that is?
He's going over to tell whoever it is.
I think he's going over to tell the coach.
Yes. But that definitely is the signal for ejection. 25.
Well, and the young man who appears to be coming off, we hate it for him.
You can't lead with your head.
Number 25, Mike Barber. Unfortunately, his day is over.
Coming into the game for him is number 12, Donald Williams.
Well, and here's another opportunity inside the red zone, inside the 10 for North Florida. Looks like the quarterback now will be Alfonso Powell. He is in the shotgun. And let's see while we get everything squared away. Originally, Darrell Wilson was to his left, but he moves out wide. Watch for the flanker screen here. 3 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. In the shotgun, Powell drops back, steps up after the rush, cuts left, 10, 5, cuts back into the middle, touchdown, North Florida. Alfonso Powell keeps it for 10 yards after avoiding the initial rush from his right side. And the Tigers score first.
And it looks like they're going to keep the offense out there and go for 2, Brian. Which is probably something that's very common in this league, Brian.
So I'm sure the Eagles are kicking themselves because they twice on that drive had North Florida off the field with stops on 3rd down, but due to personal fouls, extended the life for the Tigers. And the second one was probably worse because the Tigers were on a 3rd and at least 35 when that personal foul was called for spearing, or a blow to the head, rather. So here's the 2-point play. Powell, Terrius Miles Jr. is the single back. Inside handoff to Powell. He'll get the 2 points. And North Florida goes up 8-0 here in the second quarter to open the scoring in this ball game.
And, Brian, I just saw the 5th helmet come off for the North Florida Eagles during that play. Helmet came off of number 44, Devin Haywood, as we get ready to go to break with approximately 5:55 remaining in the second quarter. North Florida 6, Birmingham 0.
The Cuvée Group is a Florida-based marketing and training consulting firm. We help businesses communicate to their target audience and engage them in conversation. We also help to expand their audiences, which will ultimately result in growth for those organizations. In addition to being a certified constant contact specialist, my colleagues and I are also certified in John Maxwell Leadership Principles. We use these proven principles to conduct workshops, training, and private coaching sessions for individuals and companies looking to take things to the next level. Contact us to schedule a free consultation. Issues today, don't delay, call Cuvée.
Welcome back. Brian Fulford and A.D. Drew here calling today's contest here in Parrish, Alabama, where the Birmingham Sports Academy Eagles are the host team, trailing 8 0 as North Florida, the Tigers, just scored on their third possession. 6:01 remaining in the first half.
And that's official time.
Official time. And so, again, as we give you the time, most of the time it'll be unofficial as the officials are keeping the time on the clock. Straight line kick to Berry. Received at about the 20. Cuts left. Up the sidelines. Got a blocker. Midfield. 40. Up the sideline.
He could. Oh.
He goes out of bounds. Let's see where they spot that. They're going to say maybe inside about, it looks like the 25-yard line. And if I hesitate there in spotting because the white lines aren't the brightest, credit to all the coaches and staff who were taking care of that. I know as we arrived, they were still finishing that, so props to them for being out and taking care of that. So sorry about that. But it looks like we're going to have a ball spotted at about the 23-yard line. Little confusion there for Birmingham. Inside handoff, and that run there by 21, DeMontre Moore. You know, I saw a late defensive back trying to get on the field for North Florida.
Terrius Miles Jr. with the tackle on that play, Brian.
Here we go again. Shotgun. The quarterback is number 6, Josh Cook. In shotgun. Hands off again. There's a flag thrown right towards the middle of the field.
Miles Jr. once again, he's got a lot of film that he's going to be able to send out after this game, Brian. Shot block.
Calls a chop block. That's going to be a 15-yard personal foul, I'm sure. So here we are. First down and long again. It'll be 1st and 25. Cook with two backs to his left and right. Twins out right. Cook drops back, goes left towards the sideline. He's got a man there. Touchdown. Eagles wide open. Number 80, Kentrell Calhoun, with the touchdown off the beautiful throw by Josh Cook, about a 25-yard.
And that was just a simple out and up move, you know, no double move. That was just speed on speed right there on that play, Brian.
And so they'll go for 2 with an attempt to try to tie the game at 8. Cook is in the shotgun.
Berry and Brown in the backfield with him.
And it's a keeper. He's going to fall forward and pick up the 2 points, and we've got ourselves a tie game at 8.
Great run right there. Just over 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. We are tied at 8 as we go to break.
The Cuvée Group is a Florida-based marketing and training consulting firm. We help businesses communicate to their target audience and engage them in conversation. We also help to expand their audiences, which will ultimately result in growth for those organizations. In addition to being a certified constant contact specialist, my colleagues and I are also certified in John Maxwell Leadership Principles. We use these proven principles to conduct workshops, training, and private coaching sessions for individuals and companies looking to take things to the next level. Contact us to schedule a free consultation. Issues today, don't delay, call Cuvée.
5-3.
Back to live action here as we have a tie ball game at 8, 3:55 remaining. Barry kicking off.
15.
Picked up at about the 25, off to the 30. Falling down to the 35 was number 15.
Got a flag at the
Marquil Burgess. Looks like that's going to go against North Florida. Our score is 8-8. Both teams scoring on their fourth possession of the contest. Of the first half, rather. Obviously, that's where we're at. So let's see where the official starting spot will be for the Tigers. Looks like it'll be
about the 23.
About the 23, yeah. It's about as best as I can tell. I can barely see the 25. So just kind of looking at where that official, the line judge is, we're gonna call it conservatively the 23, as you said, AD. All right, let's see. Both teams have used two quarterbacks. North Florida a little more untraditionally. So now to start this drive, it looks like Alfonso Powell is in a shotgun, single back to his right. There's still a lot of shuffling coming on and off the field for the Tigers, trying to get the right guys on the field, and there's a delay game.
Yeah. And keep in mind, after the kickoff, you only get 25 seconds, Brian. You don't get the full 40.
So back it up another 5, and so now it's first and no, the chain doesn't move. Yeah, I see the chain guys moving. I said, no, you guys don't move. First and 15 now. Powell in the shotgun, single back is 27, Amari Thomas. Powell drops back, gives it over to Thomas. Nice cut. Up the middle, and he picked up about 5 out to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be second and, no, he picked up about 6, so it'll be second and 9.
Great open field tackle by Greg Trammell right there, number 7.
Let's see if North Florida has a sense of the time and see if they pick their tempo up, because obviously that is working against them. Unofficially, we got about 3:20 left to play here.
And you want to run your 4-minute offense, you don't want to give Birmingham any time.
Powell in the shotgun looking, keeps it, cuts up the middle. And a defender tried to just hit him instead of tackling him. He picked up about maybe 3 yards on that, 4 maybe. So now it's about third and five, excuse me.
Number 99, Trey Williams doing the right thing, wrapping him up instead of just trying to make the spectacular one.
Stop clock. We got a timeout on the field called by Birmingham. And so with that, we will take a break with about 2:51 remaining in the first half. Our score, North Florida Tigers 8, Birmingham Sports Academy 8. We'll be back right after these words.
Majesty is a premium health and wellness tea line focused on bringing delicious yet healthy tea blends to the community. Filled with an abundance of vitamins and antioxidants, we work to blend teas with exotic spices and fruits to produce scrumptious and wholesome beverages. So check us out at mymajesties.com. That's MyMajesties.com. My Majesties, an Urban Passport member.
This is Brian Fulford. AD Drew and I are co-hosts of the BCSN Sports Wrap. We talk about all things related to HBCU athletics. From the games, teams, coaches, and fan interest stories, we cover it all. You can find our...
Back to live action coming out of timeout. It'll be 3rd and 5 for North Florida. Just want to correct something from a little earlier. This is actually the 4th possession for North Florida in this contest. We have had back-to-back scoring drives. And that brings us to our 8-8 game. Both teams converted to 2-point conversions after scoring touchdowns. So 3rd and 5 for the Tigers. Powell in the shotgun, single back to his right. And I think that's going to be, I think the running back moved. 24, Terrius Miles was to Powell's right. Looked like he got off to a start a little bit early.
Play must have originally been designed for him.
Well, I don't know. Powell didn't seem to appear to turn his direction initially. Well, now it's just a little bit past the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 11 now. Ball at about the 22-yard line. If the Eagles can get a stop, they might have some time. Powell steps up, avoids the rush, tries to cut back. He fumbled the ball, and it's going to set up the Eagles with great field position here coming up towards the end of the first half. Unable to hold on to the ball. That's the second fumble of the game for the Tigers. I believe it's, well, I don't want to put it on Powell. It's the second fumble from the quarterback position.
And number 88, Jaden Reyes, is the one who recovered that fumble.
Well, that ball, he recovered that just past the 25 at about the 27. So with 2:40 to play, Cook is in shotgun. Josh Cook for Birmingham. Carlton Brown is the single back to his left. Twins to Cook's left and right. Out of the shotgun. Drops back. Look. Rush coming from his left side. And there's a sack right there by number 13, Jalen White, with the sack with about 1:30 to go in the half. The clock will keep running here. So if the Eagles want to get in the end zone, they need to be paying attention. And that's the hard part. Without that scoreboard, you're hoping that guys on the field are paying attention and listening to the coaches.
Got to get your play calls in quick, fast, and in a hurry.
2nd down and probably about 15, it looks like. Here's the shotgun. Trips to the left for Cook. Right at about a minute remaining. Single back is Brown to his right. And there's a false start on the left tackle. Clock will stop with about, it looks like to be 55 seconds. 2nd down. That'll move it back another 5 yards, correct?
That is correct.
So now it is 2nd and 20. Right at about the 35-yard line, it looks to be. Clock does start again. The Eagles move into shotgun formation, single back, twins left, twins right. Cook steps up. That pressure again came from the right side. He steps up, tries to avoid the tackle.
Oh, boy.
And he is pulled down by number 18, Keontae Brooks. Brooks lost his helmet, which there's going to be a stoppage in the action as Birmingham did manage to call a timeout.
But the clock originally stopped for the player losing his helmet, and I think they took advantage of that and went on ahead and called a timeout. That is their second charge timeout.
We're going to stay here on the action. We've only got about 33 seconds left. One thing I've noticed on these last two possessions, the pressure has come from the, I guess you would say, the left side of the offensive line. So, I mean, we've already had 2 pressures come from the left side. So we'll see with 33 seconds left how Birmingham attacks.
Keep in mind, Brian, they do not have to get a first down on this play. They can use both plays to get a first down, but they do have to keep the clock in mind as they do that.
Well, both teams are coming back from out of those huddles. Play clock starts. So here's Cook in the shotgun. He's got a single back to his left. That's Carlton Brown. Drops back in the shotgun. Looks, going his left. He's got a man. He may have thrown that one a little wide.
Did he pick it? He was out of bounds.
No, he was out of bounds. There's a little too much air on that, it looked like. He looked like he had a man cutting up the sideline, and that was, it appeared to be number 80, Kentrell Calhoun, who I believe caught the touchdown earlier, almost on a similar pattern right up the sideline, AD.
Yes, it was, except he hit him a little bit better in stride on that previous play, Brian.
So with 28 seconds left,
approximately,
it'll be 4th and 20. And so nothing lost from taking a shot. Here comes a late player onto the field for North Florida. That's Keontae Brooks. And they're trying to get one off the field quickly, make a quick substitution. Cook fumbled the snap. He rolls to his left, throwing towards the end zone. He's got a man down there. Did he stay in bounds? Yes, he did. He stayed in bounds, and that's a touchdown. That is number 3, Cordavian Wayman, excuse me. Beautiful throwing catch towards the back of the end zone for 6.
Great play. Where to get the 1 foot down, Brian. He threw that ball where only he could catch the ball. And great play by Cook to get that ball where only his receiver could catch the ball right there.
So Cook throws his second touchdown pass of the quarter and game. And so the Eagles will come out for 2. There's about 17 seconds remaining in the half. So there is still time for the Tigers when they get the ball on offense. So here's the 2-point play. The deep back is Barry. He gets the handoff, cuts left side. Did he make it?
Got to be close.
I don't. Yes, they do give it to him. So the 2-point conversion for Alizavia Berry, and our score now, Birmingham Sports Academy 16, North Florida 8. We're going to take a break and come back for the remainder of the half right after these words. This is Ryan Fulford. AD Drew and I are co-hosts of the BCSN Sports Wrap. We talk about all things related to HBCU athletics. From the games, teams, coaches, and fan interest stories, we cover it all. You can find our shows on Facebook at BCSN Sports Wrap, YouTube at MyJBN Online, and everywhere you listen to podcasts like Anchor, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. You can also find the show on the Jericho Broadcast Network's app. Make sure to download. We look forward to you joining the conversation and being a part of the show.
Let's face it, shopping for insurance can be time-consuming. That's why when it comes to your auto, home, and life insurance needs, make things simple and trust the experts at Allstate. They will help you get the coverage that fits your needs while helping you bundle your life, home, and auto policies. Bundling saves you money, sure, but it also saves you time, so you can enjoy the things that matter most even more. Contact me, Tammy Haynes, your local agent, for a free personalized insurance quote. Allstate, are you in good hands?
Okay, here we are with about just 7 seconds remaining, and this may be the final play. It's a little squibber right up the middle. Tigers receive it. They'll run as much clock as they can. Running around trying to find somewhere to go was Darrell Wilson the third. Let's see if they say that is the end of the half. But unofficially, up here we've got 2 seconds remaining, but they say nope. Let's go to halftime. So
smart play,
smart decision by everybody. So our halftime score: Birmingham Sports Academy Eagles 16, North Florida Tigers 8, and we're going to halftime, and we'll be back for the third quarter after these words.
It's never too early to plant the seed, to share the tradition, and instill a sense of pride in your HBCU with your little ones. HBCU Pride and Joy Children's Boutique helps you share your school spirit with a wide selection of adorable kids apparel and accessories officially licensed from your favorite HBCU. Visit hbcupridejoy.com and follow us on all social media at HBCU Pride Joy on Facebook and Twitter.
It was a monumental game for A&M and Tampa. It was a monumental game. Somebody had to lose, and thank God it was them this time.
We knew it was going to be a battle. Look at Jake Aver's record. 202 and 36, I think. Some off-the-wall figures.
And nobody would play him because they didn't want to take a chance of getting beat. But the truth of it is,
over 46,000 tickets. Blacks were sitting in the east stands. Whites were sitting in the west stands, and the score wound up 34-28.
The only thing we proved that we wasn't inferior, that we were not inferior, and we were not afraid.
For one night, for 160 minutes, we was better than them.
Now, you can't live in Texas and not have a good red meat blend. Texas Cowboy Dust is designed for steak and other red meats. It's out to be my most popular spice blend, made with onions, peppers, ground mushrooms, pink salt, and other spices. Texas Cowboy Dust also goes great with chicken, pork, vegetables, and adds a restaurant quality sheen to gravies and sauces.
It's like a loop machine. All around town, people trying to get down.
Vanilla smoked sea salt seasoning is for seafood. The tarragon and fennel bring out the natural sweetness in seafood. I also use it in rice dishes, on yams, asparagus, blueberry pancakes, and believe it or not, chocolate chip cookies. Vanilla smoked sea salt adds a salty and savory component to sweet dishes that create a symphony for the tongue.
The Cuvée Group is a Florida-based marketing and training consulting firm. We help businesses communicate to their target audience and engage them in conversation. We also help to expand their audiences, which will ultimately result in growth for those organizations. In addition to being a certified constant contact specialist, my colleagues and I are also certified in John Maxwell Leadership Principles. We use these proven principles to conduct workshops, training, and private coaching sessions for individuals and companies looking to take things to the next level. Contact us to schedule a free consultation. Issues today, don't delay, call Cuvée.
Are you hungry for authentic Caribbean food like jerk chicken, oxtail, red snapper, shrimp, tofu, and rasta pasta? Well, find your way over to Mango's Caribbean Restaurant, 180 Auburn Avenue, right next to Royal Peacock in downtown Atlanta.
Them belly full, but we hungry.
Mango's Caribbean Restaurant, open daily from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. And on Friday and Saturday, we're open till 4 a.m. Come to Mango's and put some spice in your life.
So we've got a good thing going.
Mango's Caribbean Restaurant, 180 Auburn Avenue, right next to Royal Peacock in downtown Atlanta. For more info or directions, call 404-698-3992 or log on to mangoscaribbeanrestaurant.com. For instant coupons, text MANGOS to 313131.
Tell your mama hungry, papa hungry, brother hungry.
Mango's Caribbean Restaurant, authentic Caribbean cuisine.
Open up the door, tell your mama hungry.
At Hampton Law, our primary goal is to provide non-traditional yet effective solutions and redefine the approach to client legal concerns. As your trusted legal advisor, we believe in sophisticated, personalized services that eliminate the confusion and complexity sometimes associated with legal matters. Our high standard for client care and concern, coupled with our extensive legal knowledge and skills, make Hampton Law a resource focused on the protection of the client's interests and overall goals. We value our clients and truly enjoy working with them. Visit thamptonlaw.com to conveniently schedule an appointment online. Tamika Hampton Esquire, 1631 Rock Springs Road, Suite 336, Apopka, Florida, 407-494-1471. thamptonlaw.com.
Q Time is a classic Atlanta soul food restaurant located in the historic West End. Q Time Soul Food is a family business started by Fred and Christine Crenshaw. Come on in, relax, and sink your chops into our tantalizing, mouth-watering, distinctive soul food with a twist, the Q Time way. 1120 Ralph David Abernathy Boulevard, or call your order in at 404-758-2881. Do you miss your mama's cooking? Then come on down to Q Time, an Urban Passport member.
The human voice has always connected audiences with experiences. Major brands all across America have trusted Kever's voice time and time again. Conversational, powerhouse, intelligent, and sincere. That's the voice you need for your creative marketing process. KEAVERSVOICE.com. Kever's Voice, Kever's Voice.